Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that makes almost every English learner a little bit nervous, and that is introducing yourself. And hey, if that sounds like you are not alone. But don't worry, we're going to walk through a really simple, stress-free way to do it with confidence. So let's get right into it.
So, does this feel familiar? That moment you're about to meet someone new, you want to say hello, and then poof, your mind just goes completely blank. It feels like all the English words you learned just vanish, right? It's such a common feeling, but today we are going to fix that. So, here's the big secret to a great introduction. It's not about having perfect, flawless grammar. No way. It's actually about having a map, a really simple plan in your head that you can follow every single time. And right now, we're going to build that map together.
So this is our map. See, just 5 simple steps that are going to guide you through any introduction. We've got the vibe, the core, the spark, the return, and my personal favorite, the secret. And by the end of this, you're going to feel so much more ready and confident. I promise.
All right, let's dive into step 1, the vibe. Because confidence actually starts before you say anything at all. It's all about your body language.
Just look at the difference here, right? On one side, we see nervousness, looking down, shoulders slumped, but on the other, confidence. And it's so simple. Just pull your shoulders back, try to make a little bit of eye contact, and most importantly, smile. A smile is like a universal welcome sign. It tells people you're friendly, and it even makes you sound friendlier. Okay, let's move on to step 2, which we call the core. So you've got that friendly vibe going. Now it's time to actually say something. We'll start with the absolute basics, your name and where you're from. And guess what? There are 2 super simple ways to say your name. For a casual, friendly feeling, you can just say, I'm, and then your name. Or if you're in a more formal situation, like a job interview, you can say, my name is, and then your name. Either one is totally fine. Okay, but here's a really great tip if you want to sound more natural. Something like 90% of the time, native speakers will just say, I'm. It's faster, it's friendly, and it just sounds more relaxed. So I'm is a fantastic choice. It's just easy. All right, next up, where are you from? You can keep it really simple. I'm from Brazil. Or you can be a little more specific. I'm from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Or, and this one's my personal favorite, you can add a little something extra. I'm from Spain, but I live in New York now. That little extra piece of information gives the other person something to ask about. It's a perfect conversation starter.
All right, we're ready for step 3, the spark. This is all about how to answer that question you always get. So, what do? And we want to give an answer that's actually interesting.
You really don't need to get complicated here. You can just say what industry you're in, like I work in tech, or say your role, like I'm a student. And hey, if you're between jobs right now, here's a really positive and confident way to put it. I'm looking for a new challenge. It sounds great.
But here's the trick to making yourself really memorable. Don't just be your job. To really stand out, you're going to add one passion fact. This is just a little something you love, a hobby you have. It immediately shows a little piece of your personality. And it's so easy to do. You just connect your job with your passion. For example, I'm a student and I'm a huge fan of Marvel movies. See? All of a sudden, you're not just a student. You're a person they can connect with about movies. And that makes conversation so much easier.
Okay, let's talk about step 4, the return. This is the secret weapon against that awkward silence. The one that can happen right after you finish talking about yourself.
I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. A conversation is just like a game of tennis. If you only talk about yourself, you're just holding the ball. To keep the game going, you have to hit the ball back to their side of the court. And how do we do that? Simple. We ask a question. And you don't need some big, fancy question to do it. It can be so simple. After you say your part, just add, and you? Or how about you? These little phrases are so powerful. They instantly toss the conversational ball right back to the other person. It's easy, it's polite, and it works every single time.
And that brings us to our final step, step 5. And honestly, I think this is the most important one. It's the secret, and it's all about tackling that one big fear we all have, making mistakes. I really want you to listen to this. Let it sink in. It is so true. When you're meeting somebody for the first time, they are not grading your English. They're not sitting there with a red pen, listening for every tiny mistake. I promise you they're not. Here's what you need to remember. The goal is connection, not perfection. People are going to remember your friendly smile and your warm energy way more than they'll ever remember a small grammar mistake. That connection is what really matters. All right, so let's do a super quick recap of our confidence map. Step 1 is the vibe, just smile. Step 2, the core, say your name and where you're from. Step 3, the spark, add your job plus a passion. Step 4, the return, ask a simple question back. And the most important one, step 5, the secret, it is okay to make mistakes.
And there you have it. You now have your very own map for any introduction. So I want to leave you with a little piece of homework. What's one passion fact about you? Think about it. Maybe practice saying it out loud, and you'll be all set for your next conversation. Thanks so much for watching.